everyone, welcome back to my channel to Only Movies, and today we are going to be talking about the top 5 horror Christmas movies that I've been talking about. So we're going to be starting for, these are my top 5 horror movies, so you guys might have a different opinion, but this is just my suggestion for this. So if you have a different thoughts on it, just write it down in the comments and let me know what are your top 5 horror Christmas movie. So for my number 5, that for the top horror Christmas movie, I say is Gremlins. I know it's there's a bit of themes of Christmas. They play Christmas music. They have a little horror element, of course. But I feel like this is a great time to watch Gremlins on the December month for the Christmas season, because it's a great way to enjoy a bit of Christmas feelings, and of course the horror vibe as well, especially for a bit of spooky season as well. I know some people are gonna feel a different opinion, but like I said, this is my opinion, so I give for number 5 is the Gremlins. For my number 4, I'm gonna have to go with Black Christmas. This is a classic horror movie. There's been so much remakes for this. For the Black Christmas one, and I'm talking about the one in the early 70s, which these girls are being stalked by this creepy stalker who calls them in their dorm room, because there's these girls from college and all that getting random phone calls and stuff, and they're just wondering who's killing the students one by one. But there's I wouldn't say a plot twist, but there is like a bit of like a ending that you didn't expect for this. Like I said, it's a play on Christmas season, for the December season, so you get a bit of course, the Christmas vibe and all, and like the killers killing these girls during the holiday season, because they're like going out for the holiday, school's over, so they're trying to enjoy spending times with their family. So I recommend you to watch this if you haven't seen the classic original Black Christmas. I know, like I said, there's been so many remakes. I seen the last one. It was like the early 2000. I thought it was okay. I haven't seen the bit of the newer version, but I might check it out this time, since it's like December season on. So try to watch each one. So try my best to watch the remakes for this one. But like I said, that's my number 4. And for my number 3, I'm gonna have to go with, of course, Fire 3. This one just came out last year. I want to say it's enjoyable Christmas movie to watch during the December month. I'm not saying this is the best Terrifier, but it's best season to watch for a Christmas season. I do enjoy every other Terrifier from 1 and 2, and 3 is enjoyable. You get the Christmas vibe from this. I know it's really gory, and I know some people who try to watch this in theaters weren't too happy, especially there's protests and saying like, why play this for ruining December for Christmas and stuff. But like I said, who are big horror fans, you get all kind of seasons for it, not just Halloween. You'll get it from, of course, Christmas. You probably get it for Valentine's. You're gonna get one for St. Patrick's and so many other holidays. So it's not just gonna be just Halloween. You're also gonna get Christmas. So for this one, I do get a lot of Christmas vibe. Art the Clown being played as Santa Claus, which is enjoyable, seeing him dressed as Santa and stuff. As you can see, is like him in this bit of the Santa outfit, which I loved it. I enjoyed it. But like I said, this is my number 3. So as for my number 2, I'm gonna have to go with the classic Silent Night, Deadly Night. This one's I know there's a remake that I did a review for this. I still have to do one for my original versus reboot, but that's gonna come on later on. But for my number 2, I'm gonna have to go with Silent Night, Deadly Night. This one's another great classic horror movie. That is a boy who is traumatized from a guy dressed as a Santa suit who kills his family in front of him. So he was traumatized with it, and since he was an orphan, he went to his church orphanage. So they're teach him what's from right and wrong, but yet he still feels like he's being tortured and stuff, the way they punish him and stuff. But later on, when he grows up, he's still traumatized from all the stuff happening, because there's a little much sexuals and stuff like that, like from being naughty and stuff, and what's good and what's bad, and especially like from like I said, everyone since he grew up from the church, like the orphanage church and stuff from these nuns. So I understand like they try to force him. It's like, hey, you gotta behave this and that. But for this, I say the original one is a great classic one. So you should watch it. It's from the early '80s. It's a classic B movie, so it's not gonna be like big on, but I want to say special effect, but like I said, it's a classic. It's just a B horror movie. It's not for everyone, but I say it's really enjoyable. I first time I watched it, I really loved it, and since I just saw the new one is really enjoyable. So I recommend you watch my review for that, and watch out for the original versus remake. But like I said, Silent Night, Deadly Night is one of those classic 80s horror movies for Christmas as well. That's enjoyable to be watching. It's around for the December month, especially for since Christmas is coming up very soon. But I recommend you watch the original before you watch the remake, because there is multiple sequels for this one as well. There's, I want to say, 4 or 5, especially 6 now with the new one. But like I said, I recommend. So as for my number one, that's gonna have to go on my list is gonna have to be the one, the only, the mean one. Of course, the mean one. This the Grinch classic horror movie. Well, it's not a classic, but it just came out like 2 years ago. But I'm just kidding, anyways. It's not my number one
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
horror Christmas film, but it's enjoyable. But I wouldn't put it on my top 10 either. So, but yes, for my number one, it has to go to Krampus. Man, this one is a great classic Christmas horror movie. It's about a boy who is trying to ask for a better Christmas for his family and all. Compared but this time he's doesn't get the Christmas how he wanted like he used to when he was much younger. So he ripped up his notes and stuff, and instead it goes to Krampus, because when you are naughty, you don't get a coal from Santa Claus. You get the naughty list from Krampus. So with Krampus, you get all different kind of toys from him and stuff. It's really enjoyable. I really enjoyed this one from the early 2000. I believe it came out like the 2011 or 12. I love this one. This one's one of my favorite ones to watch for December month, especially for the Christmas season. You could watch on Christmas Day or the month of Christmas, like doing the 12 days of Christmas, watching Christmas movies and horror movies as well. But like I said, this was one of my favorites, really enjoyable. I know like not for everyone, because like I said, not everyone loves horror movies during the Christmas season, but I love it because I'm a big fan of horror movies. But this one's really enjoyable. I have a collection for Krampus, like the steel books. I have a few shirts, but they don't fit me anymore. But like I said, this was one of my favorite Christmas movie to watch on December month. That's all I have. Hopefully you guys like this video. Don't forget to write down a comment. What is your top 5 horror Christmas movie? If it's not just horror Christmas movie, you could also put top 5 Christmas movie, because I also did another video for my top 5 Christmas movie. So you could check that out as well. But other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.